I do have today two of these things that I would like to compare. However, it's not going to be a very fair comparison because no one has ever mentioned that these have to go face to face. This one is a 300 lumen little flashlight, pocket light, and this one is a 650 lumen. So we all know who's gonna win when it comes to brightness. However, I'll be talking to you about practicality as well. It's not just about who is the brightest of them, because obviously it's gonna be the one with the highest lumens. However, is it really more practical to have this one, the RovyVon Aurora A1, or the Olight Oclip 300 lumen? First of all, the size, they are both very small and they're both very cute and easy to carry around in any pocket, in a keychain. However, this one is a little bit bigger, fatter, is a little bit more substantial. Look at the size difference here. This one is a bit more fat, if you know what I mean. It's a bit more dense and it's got a bit of more sideways here, so it's going to be a little bit more thick. However, on the other hand, this one is a little bit heavier, to be honest with you, because it's got, I think, bigger battery. I am not very sure. However, for some strange reason, this bigger one is a bit lighter than this one, or they could be exactly the same, but I do when I'm holding it. Well, that's gonna be a little drop test as well. Still working, is it? Yeah, that's still working. Size factor, if you're comparing with the Aurora A1 and the Olight Oclip, then this one is a little bit thinner, and however, it is a little bit heavier. We're talking about a few grams here. We're not talking about a kilo or 2 kilos. No, it's a few grams, like 10-20 grams maximum, so you won't even feel it in your pocket. Second thing is, this one, the Olight Oclip, as the name suggests, is got a clip, so you can clip it on your bra here or on your jacket, whatever you want to clip it on, and it's gonna stay in place, and then you can turn it on like that, and then you've got a nice flashlight that you can move around with. You don't need to hold handed. This one, on the other hand, hasn't got an integrated clip. However, it does come with a clip in the package, so you can put it in there, and you can put it in your pocket. It does have a clip that is removable in and out. However, this one is integrated. You cannot remove this clip. You can remove it, obviously, if you break it, but I highly suggest you keep it in there and don't break your stuff. The other thing I really like about this Oclip Olight is obviously the little button here. This button goes red when you turn it on. Now it's green because there is enough battery, but sometimes it goes red, which shows that it is time to charge. The same thing happens with the Aurora A1 of RovyVon, because this one here does have an LED. When you double click it there and you turn it on, it does show you here how much battery is left. At the moment it's not showing me anything, which I believe is because it's fully charged. However, when it turns red, it means that there is an issue with the charging and it's time to charge your RovyVon. Is that called RovyVon or RovyVon? To be honest, no one still knows who RovyVon is. They are a new comers to the market. However, they make some really nice flashlights. The thing I don't like about this RovyVon is when you click it, you turn it on, and then you want to turn it off. So you click it once, and you think it has turned off, and you think, okay, I'm going to put it back. However, it is still lighting, but it's probably 1 lumen. It's so unbelievably quiet, you wouldn't even notice it. So let me turn my lights off here. This thing, if you're holding it, look at that. You wouldn't even notice that it's on, but it is. It is so dimly on. Now compared to this one, if I turn on the lowest brightness, let me show you 1 second. So now I'm going to cycle through the brightness. Oh wow, that is bright. This is the lowest setting. Compare that. 1 second. Oh, I am blinding myself here. Now, easy on my eyes. Jeez, oh, I can't see anything. Now, this is obviously the lowest, and this is the lowest here. There's a huge difference. This is much lower than that. You cannot even notice that if you're walking around and there is a bit of light in the street. You won't even notice, and you put it straight in the pocket. However, this has to turn on to be. I am blinding myself with these things. There's a lot of light here. While I was testing this thing, it has run out of battery for some reason, and I hardly used it. So maybe this will take us straight into the next point, which is battery. It is not very good because, oh, now it's working. That's very strange. Is it because it's too hot? Okay, let's go back about the point I just mentioned about battery life. I have not tested the battery life of these two, the RovyVon or the RovyVon. What is it called? RovyVox? VoxyVon? The RovyVon A1 Aurora has a larger capacity battery. However, the Olight Oclip, the Olight Oclip seems to be. Let's move on to the battery life with the Olight Oclip, Olight. I think these two roughly have the same battery capacity. I have not tested them and I have not put them head to head, but I would assume they both work fine for about 15-20 minutes. I'm not very sure. I have to do another separate test for this. I wish I was a bit more comprehensive in my comparison. However, I have not found this information yet. The other thing I'd like to mention is the multi-phase. How would you use this thing? If you want to turn this thing on, you click it once, nothing happens, which is very confusing with the RovyVon, but you have to click it twice to turn it on. I guess that's a insurance policy, so you don't turn it on when it's accidentally in your pocket. However, I do find that to be a little bit annoying. I like when I click once to turn on. That's the normal basic thing in life. When you click it, no one ever came to you and said, open the laptop, double click the power button. No one does that. You turn the power button once. That's the normal way of doing things. However, with this RovyVon, you have to double click it twice, which is quite annoying. Now, what happens if you do click it once? Nothing. However, one second. But if you kept clicking it, then you will have the flashlight for a bit, and then it goes, and then you click it again, and you can move it around, and then you let go, and it turns off. When it comes to the Olight Oclip, when you click it once, then it turns on, which is a natural thing, and you do feel a bit more satisfaction from it. And when you click it again, it turns off. Very simple to use, but it does have a lot of gimmick stuff going on. So now I turn it on, I click it once. Now I want to change the light. It goes from 1 to light low. However, there are more settings, but I just have to, when it's down, click it again twice, and then it's gonna start going. It's gonna cycle through things. Now I clicked it 3 times. I have no idea what it's doing. It's starting to flash again. Now I click it 4 times, and I think it goes to red. I am not sure. Now it's flashing. I have never understood this thing. And you can turn this thing red for some reason. Oh, now it's flashing 1 every 10 seconds. Weird stuff. I never understood how to operate this Olight Oclip, because the thing is, it's just confusing. I even gave it to someone. I said, could you turn this thing off? And they couldn't figure it out. They clicked all the buttons, but it just doesn't turn off. The other thing is, now let me just go. I want to make this thing go red. You have to click about 16 times, and it's gonna start going red, I think. No, it's not doing any red now. Did I burn the red light? Okay, it's doing something weird. I am trying my best here. Anyway, I swear it's got a red thing, but I just don't know how to turn it on. 3 times, 4 times, 7 times, 15 times. Okay, here it is. It's turned red for some reason. I don't know why, but it just turned red. I clicked about 15, 20 times and just turned red. Now, I don't know how to turn it white again. I guess I double click it. This thing is not very user friendly. Now with this one, with the RovyVon Aurora A1, you've got 1 click, 2 clicks, 3 clicks, and then you cycle through them. Very simple to operate. You don't need to have a PhD how to operate flashlights. It's very simple. 3 clicks, double clicks, 5 clicks. Now you can lock it with 5 clicks and you can unlock it with 5 clicks. However, I have no idea how this thing works. Overall, both of these two are good flashlights. However, choose which one you want. Make sure that you pick the right one because they are very different, even though the size is similar. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you in the next episode. Peace.